Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing this super glittery eye makeup look. I have been really wanting to get back into like chunky glitter, like 2016 loose glitter. So I kind of threw this look together. The look itself was very simple to do. The glitter just makes it look so much harder than it actually is. Also, I would like some recommendations on what type of looks you want to see. I haven't been posting as much because I don't really know what to film, because all of my, daily looks are typically more like 2016-esque, kind of like this. If you like to see these, then I can upload a lot more videos, but if not, let me know what you want to see and I can kind of create different sort of looks and get them up for you guys. So yeah, if you want to see this look, then just keep on watching. So I'm starting out with my Sigma Beauty eyeshadow primer in Persuade, and I'm just going in with a light amount of that all over the lid. And then I'm just buffing that out with my Zoeva 142 brush. I'm gonna really get in that inner corner and drag it out a little bit just where my eyeshadows are going to be, and then kind of pat up towards the brow. For the eyeshadows, I'm using a very basic warm palette. This is REM Beauty eyeshadow palette in Baby Doll. And it just looks like this. Like I said, it's just a very basic neutral palette, but I'm going to take this warm brown right here. And then with a Sigma E35 brush, I'm going to start by pressing that into the lid, and then I'm going to start buffing it back and forth. I'm really just buffing this into the crease to kind of create that definition right there in that socket area. And I'm also kind of taking that out towards the tail of my brow. Now I'm going to take that second darkest shade, and then with a Sigma E45, I'm going to start pressing that on the outer corner and then just kind of blending inwards. So again, I'm just packing it on the outer corner and then wiggling in, kind of using the point of this brush to create that outer corner shape. So I'm just going back in and building up that pigmentation to get it as dark as I would like on that outer corner, which I'm pretty happy with this. But you can see it doesn't have the nicest blend right here, but I'm going to use a different brush for that. Now with a Sigma E25, which is a little bit more pinched of a brush than that E35, I'm using a little bit more of that first shade to kind of diffuse those edges out. And now I'm going to take that darkest brown color, and you could definitely use that E45, which was that tapered brush again, but I do prefer to use different brushes for each color. But if you don't have as many brushes, you don't have to use as many brushes. But for this, I'm using a E27, which was kind of like the E25, but it's a little bit smaller. And I'm putting that dark color right on that outer corner, kind of the furthest out here. So this should fade from dark to the medium brown, dark to the medium brown. And then with that E45 that I use with the medium brown color, I'm going to just diffuse those edges. I have no more product on my brush. And then with that E25, and again, no more product on my brush, I'm going to diffuse all of those edges. And now that we have the most basic eye ever, we're going to add some glitter. Okay, so here's the glitter we're going to be using today. So it's a little bit chunkier. This is Violet Voss Treasure. I don't know if they still make their glitters. I've had this for so many years, but I'm sure you can find something similar online. If they do still make it, I will link it down below. And to adhere the glitter, you're going to need a glitter primer. This is the next one. Okay, so I just squeezed some of that primer out, and now I'm going to go in with a small concealer brush and place this where I'm going to want the glitter, which is basically a like cut crease shape. I'm going to take it a little bit higher because I want it to be able to show when my eyes are open. And then to blend it in with the shadow, I'm just doing little pressing motions. And now with that same brush, I'm picking up some of that glitter, and we're going to press it on that primer. Keep your eyes closed because you do not want this falling into your eye. And I'm just pressing that everywhere that we just put that glue down. And I'm just kind of pressing over to the shadow to blend it out. I don't want it to be as opaque of glitter through here, but you just want to make sure that you applied that everywhere that you have that glue. And then I like to go in and kind of pick any off my lashes, and then I'll go in with my finger to really press that down to make sure that they're fully adhered to the glue so they're not going to fall off throughout the day. Okay, so now that the glitter is fully on, I feel like we need a little bit more darkness at the lash line. So I'm going to go with the black eyeshadow. This is Carbon by MAC, but you can just use whatever you have. And this is a tiny little brush. This was from the Morphe Jaclyn Hill collection. If you still have it, it's the JH42. Okay, so I'm going to try to do this in my mirror. So I'm going to take that black shadow. You can see I'm kind of angling my brush downwards. And I'm flicking that on that outer corner. So I'm kind of pressing it and flicking it up. I'm just going in with a little bit more, so press and then kind of flick upwards. I'm going to do that about 2/3 of the way in. And then I just wipe my brush off, and now I'm going to fade that upwards. Very, very lightly. Okay, so that is looking much better. So now I'm going to do some mascara and lashes, and then I'm going to put my under eye concealer on, and then we'll come back and do the lower lash line. And here's how that's looking. I went in with a half lash, so it's a little bit more of a natural lash. This is the Bright Lash by Angela Bright in the style Flutter. But now I'm going to take a black liner. This is MAC Eye Kohl and Feline, and put that into my waterline. Okay, so now for the lower lash line, I'm taking that Sigma E25 brush in that lightest brown shade that we use, and I'm going to buff that down pretty far. I'm just doing kind of back and forth motions, kind of getting that into my eye socket down here. Okay, and now with that E30 pencil brush, I'm going to take that mid-tone brown and do the same thing. I'm just not going to take this as low down, but I am going to go all the way to this inner corner. I'm going to connect it on this outer corner here. And then with that clean E25, just to diffuse everything out. And now with an E20 short shader brush and that darkest brown, I'm going to do the same thing, but this is going to be closest to the lash line, but I'm still taking it all the way to that inner corner. Now with a little bit of extra drama, I'm taking that black eyeshadow and a Sigma E15 brush, and I'm just going to do this on this outer third, kind of like what we did up on top. So I'm just pressing it with this brush and then buffing the edges with that pencil brush with no more product. Okay, so I just repeated that process of the black on the upper lash line because I want it to be a little bit darker, a little bit smokier, and now I'm liking it better. For the inner corner, I just want something really bright, so this is ColourPop Flexitarian Highlighter, just to kind of match up with the glitter. You could even do glitter on the inner corner. I'm going to kind of run it down and blend it out with my finger. Alright, next I'm just going to apply some bottom lash mascara. And here is that look completed. As you can see, it's an everyday going to the grocery store type of makeup. So yeah, I hope you guys like it. I feel like this camera is not even doing this glitter justice. It is so stunning. I did look on their website. They don't have this exact glitter on there, but they do have several others that I also have. But yeah, let me know what kind of videos you want to see in the comments below, and I will see you in my next one.